All right, what's going on, guys? We are back with another Dokkan Battle video, and today we got the EZA details for the LR Super 17. So this is an EZA that we were all kind of expecting to happen. They did announce it kind of towards the beginning of this celebration that he was going to be coming. His EZA should be available on the 7th, right? I think that's when he said he was actually going to be dropping, is on the 7th. So we got a couple days. It's, EZA details today. Data downloads can happen in the morning or, in a few hours. Because I'm getting to this a little bit later in the day, like kind of towards the night. So we'll get the data download going in a few hours here. We'll be able to actually get him more in game, or at least get like his, assets and everything like that in game. And then from there, he would actually be available on the 7th. So let's see what he does. Now, Super 17 is one of those characters that when he was announced, I thought he was going to be very good, very hyped. Like, I do like the villains of GT. I do. Like Super 17, Baby, Omega, the Shadow Dragons in general. I do really like that. They did not do this character very well when he first came out. They did not. And it's very unfortunate because he's a very cool character. And just every time they've done a Super 17, ever since the AGL Dokkan Fest one was very good. After that, they all kind of were not very good. This one, the STR, 17s that can fuse into Super 17, they've all been kind of disappointing. So honestly, I honestly debated making a video yesterday on if I think he could even be redeemed at all with an ECA. And I guess we're going to find out. So let's go ahead, let's look at his details. So see, GT Boss's androids, he's going to lead for Ki +4, HP attack and defense up by 170. Now for his kit here, let's see his passive. Attack and defense up by 200%. Chance of performing a crit and damage reduction up by 17%. And receives an additional Ki +2 per Rainbow Ki sphere obtained. Now he's going to have a bunch of these 17% all over the place just because he's a 17, and that's kind of like their little gimmick with him. Same with 18, they do that a lot too. So we'll see what else he's got going on here. 17% damage reduction isn't that crazy. So we'll see what else he's got. Let's see. Per androids, target Goku or GT boss. Okay, good. I'm glad they added this in there. This is one of the things that I was really hoping they would do, because I know they had the separate, here's his old kit here, right? They've got the different ones broken up. Per androids, you get this. Per target Goku, you get this. I was like, dude, they need to add in a GT bosses to make him more runnable with GT bosses. So I'm glad they threw this in here. They threw it kind of all together as opposed to separated. Let's see, per android star Goku GT boss category ally attacking the same turn, depending on which category has more, you're going to get attack and defense up by 50%. Okay, so a little bit more of a buff here. When there's another androids or target Goku category ally attacking the same turn, randomly change Ki spheres of a certain type to rainbow. Okay, which is good because he's getting extra Ki per rainbow. Defense up by 170 and another 17% damage reduction. Okay, so getting a little bit up there, getting up there. For every rainbow Ki sphere he obtains, launch an additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super attack up to 2 times. So you can launch up to 2 additional supers. So this is a 70% chance to be able to do that. So you really need to pick up 2 rainbow Ki spheres, which is going to be good because it's going to give him Ki. I know Ki was always a big issue for him. Every time I've used him, getting his 18 Ki was a pain in the ass, man. It's he just starved for Ki. So now, him getting this and him making the rainbow Ki spheres is going to be good because that'll really help him out. When attacking with active skill or when attacking with 17 or more Ki, attack and defense up by 70% and a chance for a crit up by 17%. Okay, so he's got more crit here. He's got the double 17 crit. He's got a double 17 damage reduction. Okay. When receiving an attack, another defense up by 100% and another 17% damage reduction. Okay, that's getting better, right? We're getting more defense. We're getting more damage reduction when he's getting hit, which definitely helps him out. He doesn't have guard though. That's the one thing. When you can have a bunch of this damage reduction, but if you don't have guard with it too, a lot of the times it still just hurts. So you're getting that defense, you get extra defense there, you get extra defense here. More defense, plus the damage reduction. Okay, he might be a little bit better. This looks like it's cut off here. So for every attack received, keep +1 up to 7. Attack, defense, and chance for a crit up by 10%. Up to 70%. Okay, so there's a limit there. Okay, for every attack received. Okay, so I mean, there's another 70% defense too. More crit. Yeah, so I mean, he's gonna be basically critting all over the place once you can kind of get this going, because he's gonna get to 70% of crit here. He's already got 17 crit here. He's got 17 crit here. So I mean, he's almost gonna be guaranteed critting basically once you get this built up. I mean, he seems better. I'll say that he definitely seems better. More suited for like running with Baby's team. I think he could do okay with Omega, like on Omega's team, but you're gonna need an android or target Goku on his rotation in order for him to get this extra damage reduction, the rainbow orb changing, the defense. He's gonna need that. Like, this part's fine because you can finagle this part, but this one you're gonna need him to have one of these guys on his team, so, or on his rotation. So most likely Baby running with him. Yeah, I mean, he looks okay. I don't again, I would like to reserve full judgment for when we actually get to use him, right? When he's actually live in game, we get to test him out, we can do all that stuff. He's definitely better, dude. Like, looking at him here, this was abysmal. Like, it's like almost laughable how bad this is. Yeah, dude, it's definitely a huge step in the right direction. So I think he'll be fine, you know, running with Baby, running with Omega, because Omega's gonna help buff him too. So I think he's gonna be fine. I think he's fine. That's where I'm gonna put my initial judgment of his new passive and his kit here, is that he is fine. And then I want to be able, I'm hoping that once we get to use him in game, that jumps from fine to good or great, and not like down. I mean, if he stays at fine, then that's fine. But I just don't want him to go any lower, dude, because that just, I don't know, he just, how bad he was. I just don't want to see him in that again. Okay, so I mean, his active skill condition's not going to change because they don't change the active skill conditions. So what was it? Can be activated after the character receives seven or more attacks in battle. Ultimate damage, lower stacking defense. Okay. Which, I mean, getting 7 attacks, I mean, he wants to get hit, right? And that's where this is going to come in. So you're going to get this fully built up and then be able to use the active skill, because this is going to get you the 7 hits, right? Up to 7 hits, right? Key plus 7, 10% of 70. That's going to be 7 hits there. That'll unlock his active as well, which is going to make it hit a little bit harder because he's going to have more attack. He's going to have that crit. Okay, I see what they did there. I see what they did with that. So, yeah, because last time he was just getting it. He was getting key. He wasn't getting the extra attack or anything. Let's see what his super attacks move to. So his 12 key, greatly raise attack, raise defense for 1 turn. Cause colossal damage, lowers defense. Okay, that's fine. Greatly raise attack, cause mega colossal damage to the enemy, and greatly lowers defense. Okay, so he stacks attack on his 18 key. He doesn't get any defense here, but he stacks attack. He's getting a little bit of defense here, but he's not stacking anything. It's just for the turn. Okay. So, I mean, eventually he's going to start hitting pretty hard, which is good. I mean, that's good, right? With all the added buffs he's got here. The crit, all that stuff. So adding in the attack stacking on his 18 key is actually going to be really good for him, I think. So, yeah, dude, I'm leaving him at fine. I think he's fine. I think he looks fine. Very much looking forward to actually using him in game and seeing how he actually performs with some of these teams now. But I have the most hope for this guy just because he is such a cool unit, such a cool character, and I think he deserves a good runnable, like, character, especially on this team, with the GT bosses getting their buffs all around the place. It just would be so much. It would be so nice to have him. Like, have all these actual, like, GT big bosses in here would be so good. Speaking of that, he doesn't have big bad bosses. I was actually wondering that. But yeah, either way, I think he's fine. I think he's going to do fine. He's definitely better. Like, I don't think you could have made him any worse. But yeah, so very much looking forward to using him. I think he's going to be just fine. And again, like I said, he should be out on the 7th. So just a couple days from now. Data download tomorrow/tonight, and then he'll be available the next day. So looking forward to using him. It's going to be fun. If you guys stuck around to the end of the video, I appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out with me. Let me know what you guys think of the EZA details for the LR Super 17. Are you guys excited for this guy? Do you think they did enough for him here? Is there anything in here that you don't like, or something that you would probably change, or anything that kind of caught your eye? And yeah, just let me know. Let me know what you guys are thinking about him. Like, subscribe, do the thing, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya!